Do you know you work for the government more than you work for your own family? No, seriously. According to the latest Fraser Institute report, the average Canadian family spent 42.3% of its income on taxes last year. That's more than what we collectively spent on housing, food, and clothing combined, which clocked in at just 35.5%. Now let that sink in for a second. You spent more of your hard-earned pay propping up the bloated bureaucratic machine than you did feeding your kids, keeping the lights on, and putting a roof over your head combined. And no, this isn't just a one-year anomaly. This is a decades-long trend. Back in 1961, families spent just 33.5% of their income on taxes. Essentials, those used to eat up 56.5% of the budget. But now, those priorities have been flipped upside down. This isn't inflation, it's taxflation. Over that same period, housing costs went up over 2,100%. Food costs rose about 930%, and clothing about 460%. Bad enough, right? But your tax burden, that's up 2,784%. But hey, we're all told we should feel grateful to live in Canada. Grateful for the quote unquote free healthcare that you can't access. Grateful for the quote unquote infrastructure that's collapsing. Grateful for the quote unquote climate action that means you pay more to heat your home while China laughs all the way to the coal plant. Let's put some real numbers to this though. Let me explain to you what this means for an actual family. The average Canadian family earned about $114,000 last year. Out of that, $48,306 went straight to the tax man. That's not just income tax. That includes payroll taxes, sales taxes, fuel taxes, carbon taxes, property taxes, sin taxes, you name it, taxes, they're going to tax it. It's death by 1,000 taxes. Back in 1961, the average family earned just $5,000 and paid $1,675 in taxes. And somehow back then, we still managed to build highways, power plants, and public institutions that actually functioned. Go figure. Today, all we seem to build are regulations, restrictions, DEI departments, climate slush funds, bureaucratic commissions that never met a report they couldn't delay or skew in favor of the Liberals. Fraser Institute economist Jake Fuss summed it up in this way. At a time when the cost of living is top of mind, taxes remain the largest household expense for Canadian families. Here's a radical idea. Instead of taking nearly half our incomes, maybe the government could learn to live within its means, like the rest of us. Instead of growing the state, maybe we start shrinking it. Crazy idea, right? You know, you're not actually living in Canada anymore. You're leasing your life from Ottawa. You earn, they spend. You save, they tax. You build, they regulate. And if you dare complain, well, you're a radical. Maybe it's time to get a little radical about cutting taxes, slashing waste, and restoring a government that actually serves the people, not enslaves them through economic dependency. Because at this rate, the only thing left for your family is the bill. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. A good portion of your family's tax bill covers the salaries and benefits and pensions of well-paid, comfortable, overemployed public sector bureaucrats. Canadians should not be forced to bear this burden. To sign our petition calling on the government to streamline its operations just like the rest of us do, please go to slashthebureaucracy.com.